What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. Today we are talking about Wes Anderson's Isle of Dogs, and this one won a bunch of awards and actually looks quite strange. When you look at the title, you're like, this is a Japanese movie? What is this? And it's set in Japan, yes, and it's just a wild story about, obviously there's the terrible racist jokes that Asian people eat dogs and stuff like that. So this whole movie is about this mayor in Japan that banishes dogs and says that they're all bad and they're all creating diseases and they all have crazy flu and they're biting people and stuff like that. So they banish all these dogs to a trash island. And then this young, the ward of the mayor, comes to the trash island where all the dogs are to try and find his dog. And then there's robot dogs and it's all like stop motion animation. But what shocked me the most is that these dogs look great, but they're not so much so dogs where they look like, my dog Bodhi. They look stop motion animation type of dog, but they each have like their own little personality, and one of them's Edward Norton, one of them's Jeff Goldblum, one of them's Bill Murray, one of them's Bob Balaban. I don't know him so well for his work, but he was funny regardless in this movie. One of them's Bryan Cranston, and then the dog they're trying to find is Lee Shriver, fucking Ray Donovan. You're like, what is going on? Am I comprehending this correctly? And then there's parts, I loved how he shot it, and just every choice in every one of Wes Anderson's films is an artistic choice, you know what I mean? If people don't like it, he does not care because he made an artistic choice for this movie. He hopes people probably like it, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. But for somebody that's a movie fan and loves, just every turn I went in this movie, I was like, I'm not seeing any actors, but I'm hearing all of my favorite actors' voices. Harvey Keitel, Scarlett Johansson's in this one. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go, you're like, wait, was that? How did Wes Anderson get all these incredible actors to be in these movies? And he's got to be doing something right. He's got to be a killer dude. He's got to be just great to be around. He's got to be a great collaborator, and he's just got to be fun. You know what I mean? Because these films, I got to check out some more of his work. Because I know the last video I didn't love Asteroid City. I think I just needed to see it again. But my first time seeing Isle of Dogs, something about it, the stop animation, and just how it flows and how he has these panning dolly shots, and the whole time you're like, I don't think there's any CGI in this. I think he used miniatures and stop motion animation and puppets. I'm not sure that's how he did it, but it certainly feels like a specific style of movie. You know what I mean? It doesn't have, it's not a murder mystery. It's not action rom-com. It's just its own thing. Wes Anderson films can't be grouped in to other categories. They're just a Wes Anderson film. And I don't know, the more I watch of him, the more I'm like, this guy might be one of my favorite directors. Just how he does things, not just what he's doing, how he does them is important to me. The choices he makes are, some of them like in Asteroid City, being out in the middle of a desert, some of the shots weren't as beautiful as they could have been. It was just harsh light and harsh sand everywhere. But, you're in the middle of the desert, so that kind of makes sense. But then there was beautiful shots where, just Jason Schwartzman and Scarlett Johansson are talking, and you see the sunset in the background, oof. But the story in this Isle of Dogs with the young Atari and Bryan Cranston's Chief and Spots with Lee Shriver, just how that all unfolded and came to a complete ending where this movie I completely got. Where Asteroid City I was left what is happening? Where this movie I was like, oh man, this is a great story. Just a great story all through and through. There's reasons why this movie won awards, and rightfully so. I gave this movie 4 out of 5 stars. Wes Anderson, Isle of Dogs, solid fucking movie. 8 out of 10, 4 out of 5 stars. That is my movie review. Comment below what you gave this movie. Comment below if you've checked out Wes Anderson films and you want me to check out some other ones. And you have any recommendations, comment down below. Send them to me on Twitter or send me them on Threads. All my links will be down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.